Good morning and happy Friday. I hope everybody had a great week and woke up in good spirits this morning, ready to start off this beautiful day. I have a few things on my mind that I want to talk about this morning. Um, the first thing I want to talk about is decision making and how important it is to make the right decisions in life. And the fact that it's the decisions that we make that determine our destiny and where we end up at. We have two choices. We can go to the right, and on the right there is light. There, that's where God resides, and that's where God is able to move us in the right direction when we go to the right, or we can go to the left. On the left is darkness. The enemy is there, and he's leading us into the wrong direction. Those of us who have a relationship with God, we're going to always lean towards the right and making the right decisions. We may end up to the left at certain points in our lives, but just because you make a decision to go to the left, it doesn't mean that you can't you can't turn around and go back to the right. When you go to the left, if you have a relationship with God, you feel an unrest in your spirit. No matter what you do, no matter what it is the choice that you made that puts you on the left side of life, you will feel an unrest in your spirit. You will not be comfortable in a bad decision. You will never be comfortable in a bad decision. Someone called me yesterday to give me a compliment, and in the midst of the conversation, it was said to me, "Since you changed, I changed." And that it kind of resonated with me because I know that who I am is who I've always been. I know that because I wasn't comfortable in certain situations, those that is what let me know that that's not where I was supposed to be in my life. I may have done some things just like everybody has done things in their lives that they're not so proud of, but the things that I've done in my life, I'm not ashamed of, and I won't necessarily say that who I was then and who I am now are two different people. I've always been who I am. At the core of me, I've always been a compassionate person. I've always been a good friend. I've always been an understanding, caring individual who was always there for people. However, when you have a calling on your life, and I feel very strongly that I have a calling on my life, God has given me gifts. He's given me a gift of words, a gift to write poetry, a gift to encourage people. And when you have that calling on your life, the enemy is is mad. He's angry. He does not want you to use your gifts for the glory of God. He wants you to use your gifts, for his wicked kingdom. So who I am, I've always been, but I just had went to the left a little bit. And when I was in the left, I did things that, I'm not too proud of. But at the core of me, I always been who I am. I always been who I am. And the fact that I was uncomfortable over there, that lets everybody know that that's not where I was destined to be. I'm destined to be to the right, in the light, where God resides, where He's the wind at my back, pushing me to better things. So I just wanted to say that, I haven't changed who I am at the core of me. I've always been who I am. I've always been who I am. I'm just a better version of it. I'm just more focused on doing things, for God instead of using my gifts, you know, for the enemy. When you have a gift of words, that means you know what to say in any given situation. You know what to say. You know what to say to cause harm, and you know what to say to cause help. So the enemy can use, a gift that God gave us for his purpose if we making those bad decisions. But if ultimately, God is going to get the glory because I mean, he's going to ultimately get the glory and the gifts that he gave us, and he's going to utilize those gifts for his purpose. But we have to come to make that decision to say, I'm too far left, so I think I need to turn around and go to the right. Um, the reason why I do the things that I do, I give words of encouragement and I seek wisdom and I interpret it and, inspiring other people. The reason why I do this is because that's what I so desperately needed when I was, much younger than I am now. I felt like I was lost. I was over in the left, just lost, in darkness, tripping and stumbling and falling in, in pits and just, I was a mess. I was a mess. And what I needed was for somebody to remind me, of who God created me to be. Remind me of God's words. Remind me to encourage me. That's what I needed. And I got that from people, but it was like whispers. But what I heard loud and clear was all the negative stuff. All the negative stuff. Bad stuff is always going to be bigger than good stuff. Bad news travels faster than good news. A bad smell lingers longer than a good smell. So I was hearing the encouragement and all that, but the bad stuff was like overpowering. And instead of like, I went through situations in my life where I placed myself in harmful situations. Just I was on a downward spiral basically, and I didn't have anybody screaming in my ear, no, you're going in the wrong direction, or you're more than a conqueror, you can overcome your struggles. I didn't have that in loudly shouted to me. What was loudly shouted to me is like, yeah, party over here. Yeah, let's anything that was bad, partying and drinking and clubbing and experimenting with different things that I know that I was not. All of that was loud. That's what was loud. And those are the things that I would do, because that was louder than you're more than a conqueror. You are gifted. God loves you. That was like a whisper. And what I decided that I was going to do is be that loud voice telling everybody that you're better than that. You're worthy. You more than that. You too good for that. God got a plan for you. I want to scream that because I needed somebody to scream that to me instead of, ridiculing me and calling me crazy when I was going through the things that I went through in my life. So many people would say things about me. And then the funny thing about it is that the people who talked about me the worst, they think I don't know. They think I know what people were saying about me, because somebody always unknowingly would tell me. I would meet people that I would know mutually through somebody else and the somebody else is somebody who was a witness to all the craziness that I would go through, all the craziness in my youth that I went through. I feel like when somebody is young and they're going through stuff, it shouldn't be frowned upon or pick that. You should be looking for a way to lift me up, But anyways, I would meet people who mutually knew people that witnessed the things that I would go through, and they would say, "Oh, you're not crazy." And I would say, "Well, who told you I was crazy?" I may have had some temporary moments of insanity just like everybody else. But no, I'm not crazy. I'm not crazy. I'm just a woman, a woman in progress, a woman who, went through things in her life. That's all I'm no different from anybody else. But people, it just amazes me how somebody would rather push you down instead of lift you up. I'm not going to be the pusher downer. I'm the lifter upper in life to strangers and to the people that I know. I'm not going to push you down and make you feel bad because you go through a bad situation. Now, what I won't do, I'm not going to get in the ring with you and fight your battles with you, but I will be on the sideline yelling to you that you are a winner. You are better than that. You are, I've already, the battles that you might be fighting, I already beat those battles. I'm not getting in the ring with you. But I will encourage you. I do have a word of encouragement for you because I'm very cognizant of the fact that wherever we are around, we gonna. If I get in, if two people are fighting, and it's a one-on-one situation, and I go put myself in between that fight, I'm gonna get hit. I'm going to get hit. I'm not jumping in the fight. I'm not jumping in the fight. I fought my battles, and by the grace of God, I won. By the grace of God, I won. Even though the whispers, I heard the whispers that I'm better than that, or I can overcome this, and I'm more than a conqueror. I heard the whispers, and I was able to win. I was able to win the battles. So, but nobody got in the ring with me, and I didn't want anybody to get in the ring with me. But don't yell to me that I'm gonna lose or I'm crazy because I'm battling with certain things. People are so. Some people are so just heartless and uncaring and uncompassionate for other humans, and I think that we all should have compassion for each other and speak life into each other's life. Encourage one another. If you see a young girl in a situation, and she's doing things that is out of character, or she's doing things that may lead her down the wrong path in life, give her a word of encouragement. Give her a word of encouragement. Don't talk badly about her. Don't talk badly about her, because that's what people did to me. They did that to me. And I also want to talk about, like, when you have God's favor on your life, and when He has given you purpose in life, to a purpose to fulfill, something that's going to lift people up more than, when He gives you that, people will treat you differently. They'll see that it's something differently about you, and they'll try to beat you down. They'll try to beat you down and talk you out of what you're doing, and make you feel crazy for what it is you want to do. That's why I don't listen to that anymore. When I was younger, I listened. I listened to people, putting me down and making me feel less than what I knew I was created to be. And I was moving in. I was at one point in my life, I was believing that, and I was moving away from where I was supposed to be. But I got myself back on track through the help of God. It was Him. Me praying to God has changed my life. I didn't change, but my life has changed. The way that I see things changed. I see things more clearly now. He put in me a unrest. I was still me doing the crazy things. I was still who I am. But when I came to know God, when I came to know Him, when I came to know Him, when I in the midst of me, doing things, He would stop me in my tracks by putting an unrest in my spirit and saying, that's not you. You're not supposed to be doing those things. You're not supposed to be at this place. You're not supposed to be with these people. Anybody who feel comfortable, that's when you need to get scared. When you can do something and you don't think it's wrong, and you just all nilly-willy about it, you comfortable. Now that's scary. It's scary that you will be comfortable in the, you know, to the left. You comfortable over there. I was always uncomfortable. So I didn't change. My life changed. The way I see things changed. But I've always been who I am. I've always been who I am. That's a child of God. Hope everybody have a great weekend. I'll see you back on Monday.